Hi everyone, my name is Michał. I'm a founder and CEO at Brand24. Lights are pretty rough. So I'll talk about the things, about the ways you can move your business to the next level and hopefully optimize your conversions, probably sell more, get more customers, things like that. So first, typically I start the presentation with yeah. Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, so typically I start the presentation with building my credibility. You probably have no idea who I am. So I just mentioned Brand24. This is my latest product. This is a company I've been running for last 5 years. It's a social listening platform. So whenever talks about your product, company, anywhere on the web, we collect all the data and we present it and analyze it and let you know, whenever something's going on. So whoever from you will mention my presentation on Instagram, Twitter, wherever, I'll be there. I'll thank you, or I'll be sorry for the really poor presentation if you find it so. So we've been doing pretty good. We've been growing ever since our day one. We are acquiring now around 120 new customers every month. Actually, from including top brands, top companies, but also small and medium business owners. Our current average revenue per user is $100 a month. So both small and large. And we also have customers from all around the world. We've just signed a new customer from Iran, 5 minutes ago. This is our first customer from Iran, so I'm pretty pumped about this. But literally, it's all over the web, all over the world. So now, come to once I build my credibility, and you guys know that I'm not only talking about theory, but also about practical knowledge. Let me come to the tips I have. So first one is try to track your customers. It's pretty generic and it's pretty obvious, but one of our key reasons for our success was we were tracking our customers in early stage. So we had our own CMS where we track all the logs, we saw all the actions of customers, and we knew if they really tested our product or not. So they knew whether they visited a specific point, specific tab, specific feature. With all our products, it's all about getting our customers towards aha moments. So we need to push our customers towards the moment where they finally realize why they need your product. And with analytics in place, you know what journey people take towards this goal. And for us, it was our own CMS. Now we turn to technologies like Heap. There's more and more tools like Heap. You can use Mixpanel, you can use Amplitude, all sorts of products like this, or Kissmetrics. The products that let you know what your customers do around your website. You can track their behavior. You can actually see, Philip from hashtag.co.uk signed up for our product, and we saw all his clicks, all his visits on specific websites. So we can analyze his traffic. We can see what path he took towards a sale. So we can look for patterns. When customers buy the product, we can create a cohort and analyze what took them to a payment, and what were the patterns for customers that were unwilling to pay the product or that churned out at some point. So with tools like Heap, you can really easily do it. And the beauty of it is you plug in one JavaScript code and you see all the traffic within your website, and you can analyze it backwards, forwards, whatever. So it's very simple to use, right? And you can create funnels, so you can analyze how your specific parts of websites are converting. You'll probably use Google Analytics, more or less. This is something like Google Analytics, only very, very in-depth. So you can create funnels that are like micro funnels that are very, very specific. So you can know which field in your payment form is causing the most problems, which field causes people to bounce off your payment form. So So really useful tool. I highly recommend it. Another tool like this is Hotjar, also funnels, but with Hotjar you can literally see what your customers see. You can, in a way, sit behind your customer once he's using your website. It's very affordable. It's 99 bucks for pro plan that lets you record all the sessions within your website. And then, when you see that you have some problems with payment form, or people are abandoning your cart, or just you're losing customers along the way, you can look for patterns. You can actually, you don't have to call them, you don't have to talk to them what caused the failure to pay. You can see what was the issue by looking at the session. So really cool tool. Another thing is, I feel like these days, marketers are trying to find new sources of traffic. We typically start with SEO, SEM. We look for Facebook leads. We try to promote our company on Twitter. We ask ourselves whether this is a good time to set up Snapchat profile or Instagram profile. While almost none of the marketers are looking at their own website to look for inefficiencies. And I feel like we should do more and more of that, because those are the low-hanging fruits that are out there and that can help us with bringing more customers. Here's an example. This is how our sign-up form looked like for the first 3 years of our operations, right? It's pretty okay. It's not bad. There are a couple of fields. So once we implemented this heap analytics, we saw the funnel of a registration process, and we found out that actually 70% of people entering registration form are going away. They're not finally registering with our product. So we checked the actual funnel, and we saw that the promo code is generating the biggest drop, right? And we found out that people were, once they saw a promo code field, nobody wants to pay full price. So they all tried to, or majority of them tried to look for promo codes via Google, however they could, and they couldn't find them. They were unhappy with the process. They leave the form. So we changed this form. We hid the promo code and some other stuff. We redesigned it. It cost us like 2 days to redesign the sign-up form, right? We add the social proof. So like 30,000 brands are monitored within Brand24, join them or things like that. And this actually caused the bounce rate to drop from 70% to less than 25%. So our conversion, once you look at the funnel, our conversion from visitors on the main site to signups, grown from 2.5% to almost 7.5. So we had 3 times more customers by fixing our website, and the fix that cost us like 2 days of work. So imagine how freaking angry I was about myself and about the company by finding this 3 years after we launched the product. How big would my company be if I had this analytics in place from the day one, and how big it would be if I launched this new registration form early on. So I feel like there's a stereotype that analytics is only for large companies. So once our product is established, once we have lots of customers, we can optimize by implementing analytics, and then we can probably squeeze some more traffic or some more customers from our current traffic, right? It's not. Analytics is be or not to be for many startups, and if you implement it early enough, you can see why our customers bouncing off your website, why they are not buying your product. So that helped us like a lot. So another thing is to build your marketing around 2 major KPIs that, for example, we use. Those are the KPIs that are strongly used at SaaS platforms, so software as a service, and those are KPIs I wake up and go to sleep thinking of, right? So customer acquisition cost and customer lifetime value. So the cost of acquiring a single customer and the money that customer spends over his journey with your tool, right? So So here's an example of how you can calculate customer acquisition cost within the company. Those are actual numbers.
Fuck, cunt, dick, ass, asshole, cock, fucking, fuck. Those are just some of the words people use to talk about brands and products online. Brand24 provides a reliable...
Yeah, so this is our ad on Twitter, right? We had to make it stand out in some way, so we use the swear words to grab attention. It is generating pretty good results. So we've been able to generate clicks from Twitter for $3, $3 per click, with 14% conversion from clicks from visitors to signups. The cost of single demo account, single trial user is $21, and with average 3% conversion from trial to paid, the customer acquisition cost is a little less than $700. A lot, but still affordable, since our customer lifetime value is around $1,900, right? So with every business, and especially recurring business, so software as a service business, the whole game is to make customer acquisition cost less than 30% of your CLV, so it's customer lifetime value. If you can keep those metrics in place, and you can scale your marketing, and you can acquire more customers with this sort of price, then you're golden, and you just push more money towards marketing, and you get more customers over time. So all our marketing efforts within our company are based around those metrics. All my social media managers, community managers, they all work within customer acquisition cost model. So they know how much they know how much they earn, the money, right? But they also know how much traffic they bring to the company, how many trials, how many new customers. And then at the end of the month, they just do the calculations with CAC and CLV. So they literally know how much money they bring to the company, even the social media managers. So not salespeople, but people who build a relationship with customers, go out there and engage potential customers. So it's really useful to build your marketing around this. So you also have to make your marketing stand out in a way. So you guys probably watched a TV from time to time, or Netflix, or you went online. I bet you don't remember any of the ads you saw there, like or one out of 500 ads or 1,000 ads, right? So it's just because ads these days don't stand out. We're not surprised in any way. We expect a shampoo commercial to have a lovely lady being very gentle and emotional about the new shampoo, right? They don't stand out. So what you guys have to do is to make your ads stand out. You make your communication stand out. And my favorite example for this is the Dollar Shave Club. So let me show you the video. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mike, founder of DollarShaveClub.com. What is DollarShaveClub.com? Well, for $1 a month, we send high-quality razors right to your door. Yeah, $1. Are the blades any good? No. Our blades are f***ing great. Each razor has stainless steel blades, an aloe vera lubricating strip, and a pivot head. It's so gentle a toddler could use it. And do you like spending $20 a month on brand name razors? 19 go to Roger Federer. I'm good at tennis.
And do you think your razor needs a vibrating handle, a flashlight, a back scratcher, and 10 blades? Your handsome-ass grandfather had 1 blade and polio. Looking good, pop up! Stop paying for shave tech you don't need. And stop forgetting to buy your blades every month. Alejandro and I are going to ship them right to you. We're not just selling razors, we're also making new jobs. Alejandro, what were you doing last month?
Not working.
What are you doing now?
Working.
I'm no Vanderbilt, but this train makes hay. So stop forgetting to buy your blades every month and start deciding where you're going to stack all those dollar bills I'm saving you. We are DollarShaveClub.com, and the party is on.
Yeah, so they built their whole marketing around this video, and it got like 22 million views on YouTube. It built a business from the scratch. In 2014, they had like $60 million in annual revenue, And this is an industry that's highly crowded, right? The razors. So they use a different way to approach customers. They use social, they use video to acquire new customers. Actually, video is a really cool way to acquire new customers. If you're looking for a channel that will convert really well, you might want to try video, because it's there's a lot of space for video ads out there. There's not a lot of video advertisers. It's, you know, every marketer can set up a banner ad, right? Like a rectangle for Google AdWords. It's simple, but to set up 30 seconds ad, a video ad that will engage people and will be maybe funny, maybe, you know, interesting in a way, it's very difficult. This is why like not many people do that. Not many companies do it. So there's a lot of potential for leveraging video ads to get more traffic, especially on not only on YouTube but also on Facebook. I've met like a product manager for one of the electronics brands, like major smartphone manufacturers last week, and he told me that he's buying 1 million views of a video on Facebook for $1,000. It's hard to get this sort of reach with any medium out there these days. So really cool. Yeah. So we kind of do a similar thing. We every time we do something, we achieve something. We also try to you know, brag about this in a sort of different way. So once we few years back, when we signed a really huge customer, the regular thing for us to do would be to send the press release, right? The Brand24 is really happy to announce that we start to work with brand X, right? So we thought that this is pretty not really cool, so we should record a video to announce this, and this is the video.
Just I strolled without a care, cause I'm going down the road to a brand new place, and I'll get there with a smile on my face. Yeah, so lift me up, I'm moving on, singing and dancing while I play my song. Yeah, I'm having a good time, keeping it going. Come on, clap your hands and won't you sing along, and now let's take it up high, high, high. Give our dreams their wings to fly. You gotta keep the fire and keep the fire burning, keep the hope alive. You gotta keep it turning.
Yeah. So and it works. It just works. People are, you know, sharing the video. People are talking about it. We got, you know, we got a lot of exposure on YouTube. We got to Ads of Word, which is like one of the most prominent blogs out there. You know, it's hard for agencies with huge budgets to get there. And we, with our budget of 2 beers and a bag of chips, could somehow make it, right? So it's all about standing out. It's also about trying to surprise your potential customers. Another thing is stop using buzzwords. This was a lot of those things are my own faults, my own errors that I did, you know, over time. And I was using so many buzzwords when we started this company. So whenever somebody asked me what Brand24 really does, I was all about Brand24 is a social media monitoring and business intelligence and business analytics. And it all sounds really cool, right? Because I'm using fancy words, but it doesn't really convert. It doesn't really make people think about how they can leverage this product for their own business. So we stopped using buzzwords. We started to talk about our product in a way I would talk to my grandma, and it really works. So this is a video that shows how not to use buzzwords.
People, are you ready? Are you ready for the ultimate tech startup competition? Let me hear it. Disrupt!
Hello, my name is Saeed Jabrani. I'm the CEO of Ametabug, and we're here to revolutionize the way you report bugs on your mobile platform.
Happen will revolutionize location-based mobile news aggregation as you know it. We're making the world a better place through Paxos algorithms for consensus protocols.
And we're making the world a better place through software-defined data centers for cloud computing.
A better place through canonical data models to communicate between endpoints.
A better place through scalable, fault-tolerant distributed databases with ACID transactions.
And we are truly local mobile social.
And we're completely so-mo-low.
And we're molo-so.
We're low-mo-so, bro. We were so-low-mo, but now we're mo-low-so. No, mo-so-low. No.
Next up.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of buzzwords out there, and this was actually a part of Silicon Valley TV show, but you could go to actual TechCrunch Disrupt and see banners like this, you know, Boximize is structured note-taking, powerful database, seamless cloud collaboration. And I had no fucking idea what they do, even though I'm showing this slide for like a year now. So, you know, stop using buzzwords, just communicate in a way that's understandable for customers. It's way better for everyone, and it's refreshing. So next time is stop wasting everyone's time. For every founder, for every marketer, it's like a goal to talk about every feature of a product, every cool thing about us. We have customers from over 40 countries. We're acquiring 120 customers every month. We have investment, and we're trying to talk about all the features that our product has, because I want to tell them, to my customer, that I have all those features, because if I'm not, maybe they think I don't have those features. So it's wasting people's time. You have to be able to shorten your message, to communicate in a way that's saving people time, and to be able to communicate what do you want from specific customer or person within like 2 sentences. And so actually, this is another photos I took on like TechCrunch Disrupt. So startups these days, or companies these days, or e-commerce sites and shops these days are sometimes they don't even interested in telling what they do. They just brag about their funding or whatever. Those things are completely irrelevant. They should be communicating what they do and how they make our lives better. So and a perfect a tip for how to save people time comes from one of the most popular VCs out there, Dave McClure. So here's another video.
The other thing is end early. Like everybody, you're all getting pulled off stage by him. Like if you go up to a girl, or a girl comes up to a guy and they like talk to you like way long, it's not fucking interesting. What's interesting is when they talk to you for 30 seconds and you're hanging on every word, and then they leave. So leave early, finish early. Don't fucking pitch me everything. 2 cool slides. Like imagine like, hi, we're gonna like exchange all your excess cash. It's free, it's awesome. You wanna know how we do it? Fuck you, I'll tell you later, bye.
And apparently it works. So the next tip is try to leverage new sources of data. So once we now know more about customers than ever in our history. So whenever there's a new lead coming to your website, there's a new visitor, let's say jk42@gmail.com, signing up for your service or your product. Like a few years ago, you had little information about this person. Now with tools like Tower Data or Sidekick, you can actually see who are those people. And you can see that jk42@gmail.com is actually Jamie Kramer from Media Gravity Agency in New York. And whenever you try to pitch your product, you don't make the message generic. You don't say like, hi, I saw you registered for a product. Is there anything I can help you with? You are like, hey, Jamie, what's up, my man? I saw you sign up Comcast lately. Congratulations. Is there anything I can help you with our product? And you make it personal. So you make it much more, the conversion is much higher. So another thing. Inbound traffic, analyze inbound traffic. So you can use tools like SimilarWeb to analyze your competitors, right? Whenever you start with new product, there are product services out there that have similar target group. They might be as well established, they might be somewhere along the way, and you can see their traffic and you can see sources of their traffic. So you can see that, for example, if I were to build a new landing page software, right, I would probably research Unbounce, which is one of the leading landing page software creation tools out there, and I would check how they get traffic. I would check with SimilarWeb. It's free. It's awesome. And I could see that they're getting a lot of traffic from Moz, so this is probably a website that I should be engaging people on. Some blog, Crazy Egg, right? So it helps us to see where our competitors or services with similar target group are acquiring their traffic. So you can replicate that. You can, get in front of your customers better. So last few things I wanted to talk about are more technical. So one thing I recommend highly is is user ID integration with Google Analytics. Probably all of you use Google Analytics, but probably not a lot of you use user ID integration. This is integration in which you can analyze specific user by looking for ID. So you can cross-reference ID within Google Analytics with your own CRM or CMS, and you can see behavior of a particular user. You could do that in Heap. I told about it in one of the first slides, but with Google Analytics, it's really cool because, for example, you can analyze the efficiency of your remarketing, for example. So you can see that somebody signed up, that this particular user signed up for the service like mid-February, right? He saw the website, he browsed through website, then he went away, and then he got back through, for example, Facebook ads, right, from remarketing. So even though it's hard to pitch, to put like a ROI on specific channels or marketing channels, with user ID integration, you can track the whole way that customer went and possibly look also for patterns that allow you to allowed him to convert to actual customers or made him bounce off your website. If you're struggling with churn, this is a perfect thing for you. You can set up something called red flag metrics, in which you can analyze like the bad patterns of people. You can see that the customers that actually churned out were the customers that were obviously logging less and less, but there might be something in their history that points that makes them like high risk for churn. Maybe their first session was really short. Maybe they didn't saw your tutorial on how to use your product, how to use your tool. So those are really important stuff. So use auxiliary metrics. So I feel like for every marketers out there, this is a huge pain point. Not like, for example, for our product, it takes over 30 days to convert from trial to paid, right? So somebody's signing up for our service, and average 30 days later, they buy the product, which makes my marketing efforts really inert, right? So whenever I change something in our marketing, I have to wait for a month to see actual results. It's a pain in the ass, right? So what you can do is you can use auxiliary metrics. So you can use additional metrics that can let you know how your marketing is faring. So like we, for example, use Intercom, which is marketing automation, but on top of Intercom, we use StatBot, which is like analytics platform for Intercom. And with this, you can analyze like number of conversations with customers. You can set up a class system in which you can analyze how people are moving inside your funnel, how they are moving towards the aha moments that you set up for them. So with this, you can easily know if your marketing is bringing quality leads or shitty leads. And I find it really useful because then, like, week after we launch a new campaign or Facebook or on Twitter, I know if the campaign is bringing valuable traffic or not. So really useful stuff. And there are plenty of tools like this. We use a mixture of Intercom and StatBot, but you can use lead scoring tools like the Tango. Plenty of tools out there that bring a lot of value. So So the last tip is use social selling. This is actually one of our top sources of customers. So whenever there's a discussion relevant to our business, and believe me that they are people talking about your products online every day. Not necessarily about your company, but about there are people like suggesting problems that your products or services can solve. So, you know, where can I buy a jersey in Miami? Where can I find a good kebab in Berlin? Things like that, right? And we can engage those discussions. There's like over 5,000 messages, new questions on Quora every day. Those are your potential customers. Those are conversations you can engage to promote your services and products. And it works for us really, really well. So whenever there's a marketing tools discussion or social media tools discussion out there, we try to engage, we try to build some sort of relationship, comment, answer on Quora, what are the best social media monitoring case studies. And there's our lovely Gloria who's trying to engage this discussion and provide exposure for our company. So whatever you guys do, there are discussions relevant to your business online, and with social listening, with social media monitoring, you can pick up those discussions and engage them, right? And it really, really works. She's getting a lot of, actually 30% of our traffic currently is from Quora, just so you know. And this is high quality traffic because we are not trying to grab people's attention. It's not like billboards when I'm driving my kids to school and the billboard is trying to convince me to buy a new shampoo or buy a new car or something. We are entering people's lives in the moment where they're actually looking for a product you offer. So it's not necessarily like a salesman, a customer relationship. It's more like a doctor and a patient, right? Because you solve someone's problems. So this is why it works really, really well. And others already do that too. One of our customers is an Israeli company called Brayola, and they are engaging discussions about uncomfortable bras all over the world. Those are the ladies that manufacture very comfortable bras. So whenever there's a woman unhappy with her bra, they engage the discussion and promote their services. Whenever there's a pain point, there's a solution. Airbnb is engaging people unhappy about their hotels, about their accommodations. Whenever there's somebody like, this is a shitty hotel, the bulb is off or whatever, they're engaging them and promoting their service. So whenever there's need, there's an answer and there's the solution to their problem. So the conclusion to my long presentation is try to implement at least one of those tips. Maybe yesterday, those are very actionable tips. You can implement Heap or Mixpanel or whatever of those tools really easily. It takes like 15 minutes of any developer to launch this, and you can start analyzing your business and making smarter decisions. And I made this chart for some reason. Yeah. So thanks. If you guys have any questions, I'm like well over my time for my presentation, so you can just shout me out on Twitter, Facebook, however you prefer. You can probably write on Instagram, Brand24 or something, and I'll be there. I'll pick it up. So thanks a lot, and hopefully we'll provide.